Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
A corrupt U.S. Congress committed the biggest theft in world history. They passed Paul Warburg's Federal Reserve Act in 1913, handing over America's gold and silver reserves and total control of America's economy to the Rothschild banksters. Most Americans still believe that the Fed or Federal Reserve is the government. It is not. The Fed is a privately owned banking system whose majority Class A shareholders are the Rothschilds, Warburgs, Kuhn and Loeb, J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, Israel Seif, and the Lehman Brothers. This private banking cartel is the Fed and is never audited and never pays taxes. They print and design America's money, which displays their symbols of an Egyptian pyramid, a Masonic all-seeing eye, and the words "In God We Trust." Who exactly is the God they trust? They also collect American taxpayers' money through the IRS. Then they loan it back again with interest to pay for roads, bridges, and other public works. Most U.S. citizens believe that the United States is a country and that the president is the most powerful man on earth. The United States is not a country. It is a corporation, and the president is president of the corporation of the United States. He and his elected officials work for the corporation, not for the American people. Since the United States is a corporation, who owns the corporation of the United States? Like Canada and Australia, whose leaders are prime ministers of the Queen, and whose land is called Crown Land, the United States is just another...
In an interview, they said, what do you think of Trump? He said, I've been through 3 U.S. presidents, and they all have amazing ideas. The ideas don't get implemented because people don't understand how strong the bureaucracy of America is. When the people with the dark suits arrive and explain to him how things are really done, his ideas will not come to fruition. Putin said himself, the president has people above.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles in Great Millstone. And Barakathum to you brothers decided teaching this truth with faith and sincerity throughout the 4 corners of the earth. And yeah, man, going into how Esau, is really the elite banking families, are really controlling, what's about to happen on this earth, and really the Lord is controlling them to make everything happen. Okay. But the wicked elite Esau, he's about to make all hell, come loose on this earth, especially in America, Babylon the Great. And this is 1 Peter. First Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. And actually, let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse. Chapter 2 and verse. Chapter 2 and verse 11, okay? Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, okay? Because we know what he plans to do. He plans to set up his damn, I can't even say it, his new society, okay? He plans to set up his new society worldwide, okay? And he's going to do it by way of implementing, the charagma, okay? And you're not going to be able to participate in his society unless you have it. And the charagma is that small, that small C-hip that's going to go implement it into your hand, and it's going to have your ultimately it's going to have your way that you're going to buy and sell, but it's also going to have other information like your address, your name, your medical records, and, anything that you could speak of, anything that you need is going to be on that C-hip. And it's also going to be one that you're going to get in your brain that I believe Elon Musk is working on with his company called Neuralink. He's already put it in his second patient, and this thing is probably already up, ready, functional, and ready to go. They have already did their test, and let's go back Let's go back to 2 Peter. No, 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. Okay? Because this is his plan, you know? His plan is to, you know, and he's going to implement, you know, the charagma, you know, probably, you know, crash the economy, you know, and it's ready to blow anytime now, you know. Or he's going to, you know, release another worldwide pathogen, you know, that's going to cause lockdowns or whatever, martial law. Or he could with all these people that they've been letting across the border, you know, all type of different nationals from all over the world that's coming in from the southern border. It isn't just you know, it isn't just, you know, like Venezuelans or Southern Americans, you know, it's Chinese, Japanese, you know, Middle East, so-called Middle East, you know, Arabs, Iranian, you don't know, man, Africans, you know, they're all coming over here, and some of them are, you know, it might be sleeper cells, and you know, the election's coming up. You know, Lord willing, something pops off where it doesn't even, you know, they can't even hold elections. And what that's going to do is going to put Kamala Harris, you know, in basically the presidential spot, you know. And this is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. Okay, and you know, it's going to begin at the house of Jacob, you know. It's going to begin with the Israelites, you know. So when he comes down, you know, all you Venezuelans, you Mexicans, you know, all of you, you know, Jacob, you thought you was coming over here, and you might have not. You might be, you know, coming over here trying to wreak havoc with all the other immigrants or whatever. But for those of you that came over here to, like, you know, I guess get away from whatever your situation was to maybe get a better life or whatever. But nah, Esau got other plans, man. The Lord has other plans, you know. That judgment, whether you be delivered or suffer one of the many deaths that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has for you, you know. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if not first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God, man? So the 144,000 elect, the hopeful 144,000 elect, the ones that have faith, the ones that's been, you know, doing the work, you know, Lord willing, they, you know, be saved. But the ones that don't obey, you know, that maybe heard this truth and kept going, you know, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? So Esau, he you know, when Esau comes down, he's gonna put a lot of you know, you Jakes in concentration camps. And you know, when all hell breaks loose, we don't know what's gonna happen out here on these streets, you know. But it ain't gonna be pretty, man. It's gonna be every man for himself, every woman for theyself, you know. It's gonna be ugly. And this is verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So if the hopeful 144,000 scarcely be saved, you know, you 2/3 ain't got no hope. You 2/3 ain't got a chance. Okay? Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, okay, and unto a faithful creator. So the 144,000, if that's your lot, you will be saved up out of this thing, man. What's about to happen on this earth. And This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, you know? and it's sneaking up on you. It's about to throw you people for a loop. You know, you people out there that just want to party, you want to keep eating your pork chops. They gonna come where you gonna go to the supermarket and it ain't gonna be shit on the shelf. You know? The day gonna come where you might get hit with the spit because you're gonna be hungry as fuck and you gonna be looking for some food and it ain't gonna be no food at the fucking supermarket and you probably strapped up and you probably go kick in your neighbor's door to take what they got. And you know, these are the times that we're coming into, man. These are the times that we're coming into. And then you know you got E. He's going to come after all that chaos. He's going to come in looking like a superhero, a savior, especially to Eve, you know, saying that, hey, man, if you want these pork chops, you want these pork chops back, man. Hey, you got to get this device. You got to get this device and so we could track you and you can eat, you know. So this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not be able to escape. Okay? So when you take that tip, man, when you take that tip and ain't no, damn, I said it, when you take that karate, and ain't no coming back from it. You gonna die on this side, man. Most likely by way of those nuclear missiles, man, that come when World War III takes place. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake ye as a thief. That should take you as a thief, because we know what's coming. Like I just 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of you, for you are not ignorant of his devices. Okay. Ooh, so we know what's coming, and we see the time that are about to happen on this earth, man. So I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.
He answered and said unto them, When it is evening, ye say, It will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, It will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.